Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you decided to stop by and hang out. If you happen to be new, hello, my name is Dana. Today we're going to be talking about all my favorites from the month of February. I have a pretty good assortment of both drugstore and high-end products. I have used and abused these products all month long too. In fact, I'm still using them. I'm trying my best to really rotate every month and give other products that I've kind of forgotten about in the back of my drawer some love. In fact, I have another video coming up all about forgotten makeup. I did one of those a few months back. I'll go ahead and throw it up here if you are interested. I only have one skincare product for this month, so let's go ahead and dive into him first. This is from the brand Supergoop. Before this, I was using another sunscreen that I adored from them. I think Supergoop probably just makes my favorite sunscreens altogether. Not only does it have SPF 40, but the glow that this gives your skin is just so beautiful. It gives you a really nice lit from within type of look without being heavy or greasy feeling on the face. So even if you are really oily, this does settle into your skin, but it somehow leaves this glow that just stays on your face. So as you can see, this hand here just has more of this really nice glow. Even on days when I don't wear makeup, I still love to wear this just kind of as an all over illuminator for my face. While it gives you that glow, there's no actual shimmer particles or glitter particles in there, so you don't have to worry about that. I know that Supergoop is a little bit pricier for a sunscreen, but if you're gonna invest anywhere in your beauty regimen, I definitely feel like it should be skincare, because if your skin looks nice, then everything else looks nice on top of it. I do have several different complexion products. I have recently fallen back in love with the 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 hydrating powder, no, this isn't a powder, this is a primer. Their hydrating primer. This is the Radiance Bronze. I love mixing both of these together. While the formula is really nice on its own, something about mixing these, I get the hydration that I need, but then I still get this additional glow. I was trying my best to find some sort of dupe in my collection. The closest thing that I could find that was from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in the shade Deep Glow. The only thing is the Glotion has a little bit more of actual shimmer, whereas the 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 Radiance Bronze, it goes on kind of a bronze jelly type of stain. Not that it actually stains your skin, but you know the way whenever you apply a lip stain, how even once it rubs off that first layer, you're still left with this really nice kind of jelly tint. That's what the 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 Radiance Bronze reminds me of. While I like it on its own, if you happen to have both in your collection, I would highly recommend mixing them and trying that look. I just love the way that my skin looks. Even on days where I don't wear foundation, I still really like to go in with these two products just to give my face a really nice, healthy kind of sunlit glow, especially on days whenever I self-tan. That way everything kind of matches and I'm not left with a Casper face and a tan neck, because that's not a good look. To be honest, I really didn't want to love this just because of price tag. Luckily for me though, my best friend Laura had an extra and she gave me one to try out. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in the shade Too Light. I really do want to try one shade deeper. This is a product that you can wear kind of like the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. You can wear it under your foundation, on top of your foundation. You can mix it in with your foundation. I just love the glow that this gives my skin. Glow is going to be the word of the day. In fact, I feel like that's the word of my channel. If you couldn't tell, I love products that give me any sort of dewiness, luminosity, glow. I just love the look of a healthy lit face, and this is a product that does that. It just has a large doe foot applicator. I know this is a pricier product, but I can already tell you whenever I finish this one, I will be at Nordstrom just like that to pick up another one, because I just haven't found anything else that I love as much as this. Moving on to the foundation that I've been wearing on top of those primers that I just mentioned, this guy. This is the new 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 Flawless Lumiere, that's a piece of my hair, Radiance Perfecting Foundation. The shade that I'm currently wearing is 2W1.5 Bisque. If you are a fan of the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation or NARS Sheer Glow, this is right in the middle. It's not quite as that natural satin as the Natural Radiant, and it's not quite as dewy as Sheer Glow, but it takes the best of both worlds from each of those products and combines it into this. I've tried several of the other 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 foundations. I don't know if it was just because I could never find my right color in the Candle Glow foundation, but this one is so good. I don't have to set it. It's a foundation that I'm wearing today. So the only area that I have powder on my face is a little bit of my bronzer and then powder on my under eyes. But other than that, everything else I just leave as is. And even on days that we've had a little bit of humidity, it's been pretty cool here in Texas so far though. I haven't had any issues of this breaking up or settling into fine lines or creasing. It is such a lovely formula. This is another one I would highly recommend going to Sephora and just getting a small sample of, especially if you are a fan of those two foundations that I just mentioned. this has quickly become another holy grail for me. Moving on to some drugstore products, because I know we've been talking about a little bit more higher end type of products. These I mentioned in a recent what's new at the drugstore video, or maybe it was just like what's new in makeup. I can't quite remember. These launched with the Wet n Wild's, I believe it was their spring collection. They are the liquid catsuit eyeshadows. Apparently these have already been in the line, not these specific shades. They recently expanded. I hadn't tried these until recently and I fell in love with them so quickly. This one here in Camelback is one of their cream finishes. I believe there's creams. What are you called? Shimmers and then metallics. The metallics are really nice, but if you are a fan of the Stila liquid, or what is it? Liquid shimmer, glitter and glow. I was obsessed with those for so long and now pretty much all of mine have dried out and I just haven't gone out to repurchase them yet because I have so many other liquid shadows that I feel like I need to get through first. These don't pack quite as much as a glitter punch, but it's more of this beautiful like sheer pastel base with just like micro flecks of shimmer. That's what I have on the center of my lids right now, as well as another product that I'll be sharing here shortly. So the shade that I'm wearing is called Goldilux. These just have a doe foot applicator, and then another one that I love is Fairy Tale Ending. If you have the like Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, New Nudes, Modern, or the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, anything that's kind of like rosy or pinky toned, this is so beautiful on top of it. When this catches the light, it's like a periwinkle silvery lavender type of shift. It's so beautiful. And then this one here in Camelback, if you have a skin tone similar to myself or a little bit lighter or maybe just like a little bit deeper, this is the perfect product just to use to really kind of go in and conceal your lids. It's supposed to be a liquid shadow, but I kind of just use it as an eyeshadow base to neutralize everything and create a really nice crisp and clean canvas. These are under $5 or maybe right at $5. I'd highly recommend checking them out. I've been obsessed with these. I have so many of them and I've been using them nonstop, but these three were the shades that I felt like deserved the spotlight for this video. The other shadow that I have on my lid right now, this is the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Bouncy. I have a drawer full of ColourPop shadows. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, like don't get me wrong, I love them, but I open it and I'm just like, oh, I don't know, and I just close it again. But I saw that this was a brand new one that I hadn't even swatched yet, and I was like, who are you and why haven't I used you yet? This is such an amazing, like, it's almost like a chameleon squished in a pan. That sounds a little bit violent, but like the shades that a chameleon can like warp, camouflage, warp, what's the word? The actual base is kind of like a dirty bronzy olive, but then depending which way it shifts in the light, you get gold, you get pink, you get lavender. This on top of a black base is my absolute favorite. So this is what I have all over my lid with a little bit of Goldilux. And then for the actual shadows, I've been using this palette all month. I really like it because I think it's a great just basic matte palette. So this is from the brand 𝗟𝗘𝗧. So as you can see, you have a pretty wide array of shades in here. And what I like about these is although they're all matte, they blend into each other seamlessly without getting muddy. So this is all the powder shadow that I have on my lids today. Whenever I'm wanting to like deepen up one of these yellows or oranges, I'll just go in with like a touch of Disturbia. This matte black is insanely pigmented. So what I like to do is blend Disturbia all over my lid and then go with a Bouncy on top. And that black base really captures every bit of like the kind of like multi-dimensional goodness going on in the shadow. I shared these over on Instagram stories as well. I'm pretty new to the brand Lipstick Queen. They recently sent over these rear view mirror lip lacquers. So the shade that I'm wearing right now is a little nude coupe. The other shade that is my favorite out of all of them is Joyride Java. So they're just these retractable, it's almost like a lipstick gloss hybrid in one. The formula is actually very similar to the Sephora Melting Lip Clicks, which I talked about in a past video. While I still love those, I have to say I really do prefer the formula of these. You get that same like melty, super high shine finish, but I find that these last a lot longer on the lips. The shine lasts longer as well as the color. So it's just a super high shine formula. The second these touch like the heat of your lips, they just melt. The only con about these is it's just one way. So however much you twist up, that's how much product is basically left up. Like it's not going to go prairie dogging and go like back down into its hole. That was such a weird way to describe that. All right, so there are my favorites from the month of February. As always, I would love to hear about your monthly favorites. Be sure to leave those down below. Also, if you guys are curious about any of my recent lifestyle favorites, I recently did an updated Amazon must-haves video. I'll go ahead and throw the link up here and leave it down below. There's lots of good like kitchen tools, beauty gadgets. What else did I include? Several different like food things, cleaning products. I'm an Amazon junkie. That is it for this one. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you guys haven't already, I would love if you subscribe so you can hang out more in the future. And yeah, have a great day and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.